And good evening, one, good evening, all. Welcome back. We are here live, exclusive to Switch.tv. I'm your host, Swishbone from earlier in the evening, and we are trailing in the sky. The chat box is over in that direction, so do what you can to get your comments in there, and I'll do what I can to interact with all of you. So, at the end of the last stream, we came up to this barrier point where it seems we need to find another sealing stone in order to break through that, and that might mean we're possibly going to get a new ally. Before that, though, there's something I want to try. Basically, I've been having some issues with some of these doors. And this is the one I tried to get into, which absolutely spanked my backside because there were a lot of enemies. But I've come up with a plan. I don't know if it's going to be cunning enough to put a tail on the end of it and call it a weasel, but I'm certainly going to try. So, we're going to start by doing one of these short stories. I suppose Soul Hackers could have taken some influence from that, actually, Avian. Yeah, that's a good point. It is very similar. All may set foot within this door. To lay claim to its rewards, however, you must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside. Let's go for it. Yes, welcome to the Velvet Room. Because I can't get enough of that joke, people. It looks exactly the same. Overcome the trial before you. Then I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Right, we do get one attack, so...
I will.
My plan is to spam these.
Ready? Time to play!
Not a bad start.
You ready for this?
Oh, not quite. But Rias can also reach them.
Servants of the goddess. Come down and purify this blackened earth. Thy will shall be as light, and if thou art truly Septian guardians, grant me strength.
These are some of the coolest summons I've ever seen. Isn't that similar to Squall's Limit Break? Take the nuclear option.
May you rest in peace.
Similar to Angel and Valkyrie from SMT, you're not wrong, Avian. Look at the experience payout for that, that's pathetic. But that's Sepith payout. Oh, some of that, thank you. And we also got the Ninja Tabby, whatever that is. You have overcome the trial. Thus I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Ooh, it's the Orbments. Interesting. Orbments are devices that use the orbal energy contained within Septium to cause a variety of useful effects. It has only been a little over half a century since they were first invented. But even in such a short time, they have already revolutionized the world as we know it. From daily necessities, such as lighting and heating, to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nations, Orbments are used in just about every facet of our lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now involves them in some way. And it is to proliferate and advance the development of these Orbments that we exist. We, the Foundation. I really don't want to say that middle name, that's not aged well. Our Foundation was first established in the year 1155 of the Septian calendar, the year after Professor's passing, and was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The Foundation is based in his home state of Lehman, where it remains in operation to this day. It was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempts to spread orbal technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the Professor's dream world would never be realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Lehman to try and spread the seeds of orbal technology across the continent themselves. One of these was Professor G. Schmidt. The professor, who had gained a fine reputation of his own for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering, went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of Orbments. The second was Professor L. Hamilton. Mindful of the technological gap between regions, she long believed it was rural and remote areas that needed Orbment technology more than any other. As such, she enlisted the help of the Bracer Guild, which had already formed a close relationship with the Foundation, and founded a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading the technology where applicable. The professor herself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundations for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell, now known far and wide as the father of the Orbal Revolution. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Labourle and continued to work tirelessly to advance Orbal technology there. And within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as the Zeiss Central Factory, ZCF, and created the first Orbment to be made outside of Lehman State. 3 years later, the reigning king of Labourle at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it, and he decided to donate a large amount of money to further its research. With His Majesty's endorsement, Orbments began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that the people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see Orbments in a particularly positive light, but their success in Labourle changed those impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out to our foundation to share Orbment technology, and both our foundation's financial and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the Orbal Revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation. But it was only because of years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research that it was able to happen at all. The Foundation's activities center around the following three guiding principles. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. 2. Spreading Orbal technology and informing the public of its benefits. And 3. Contributing to world peace through technology. Now then, let's discuss each of these three guiding principles in more depth. Be sure to be taking notes out there in the audience. I will be asking questions later. Number 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. The Foundation's most important mission is naturally the improvement and development of Orbal technology. The fundamental principles behind how orbments work need no improvement as such, but their architectures, their internal structures, have been improved upon countless times in the past, and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious mind as the years go on. Orbment's architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as the cogs and screws, and there is still plenty of room for change as this new technology develops. These improvements can reap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them known is to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less likely inclined to pursue them. That makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. Two other important goals of the Foundation are to spread Orbal technology as widely as possible and to educate the public on the correct way to use it. While orbments have become a part of the daily lives of most who live in advanced nations and populated urban areas, the reality in remote and mountainous regions is very different. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for these people, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of Orbal technology, such as working closely with the Septian Church to have it added to the curriculum as Sunday school classes. And it is important to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has had a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. The Guild was established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflicts between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Layman State is the only place where tactical orbments are produced, to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback towards tweaking the quality of tactical orbments they are used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long, grueling process behind the scenes, before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical orbments are no exception. Then, in 1190, our Foundation unveiled the Orbal Network Project, which will be implemented in partnership with ZCF. Said project aims to join all of Zumeria together with a single united communications network. But our hope is that it will do much more than that. Our hope is that it will help to realize a peaceful world through communication. We're going to create websites such as 4chan, Reddit, Rotten.com, and Facebook, and no one's going to populate it with AI-generated memes. Sadly, Orbment's relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated. Are they aiding in its realization, or are they doing the exact opposite? The professor expressed his hopes that their ability to realize the limitless looping of energy would be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed those hopes, and the post-revolution world has been a chaotic one indeed. The conflict between Liberl and Erebonia, for one, made significant use of Orbal weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that Orbal weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an ever more tragic event than ever. In the face of all of this, How should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication, and the means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact and more easily deepen their understanding of one another, perhaps that will allow us to create the world we all so dearly desire. In the end, one thing is certain. Our challenge is to try and realize the Professor's ideals are only just beginning. So why do I feel that that's like a setup for... Hey, we got an Ingenuity 2, 7,000 Mira, and that's that. So what does Ingenuity 2 do? It needs to be a level 3. You recover a small amount of energy points both in battle and whilst walking. Wow. Sadly, that'd take Joshua's strength down. I can equip it, but I don't want to ruin it for Nova, so for now we're going to leave it as it is. Okay, so with that in mind, people, what we're now going to do is do the next part of the game, and then we might go and do another side story. But yes, that Foundation's name, I don't want to say it online. I really don't. It implies an allegiance to people I have no allegiance to.
We're good to go.
Actually, that's a point. We got something called a ninja something, didn't we? Right, it's not a weapon. Ah, it's a pair of shoes. Takes defense down a bit, but look at the agility he gets. 234 agility. That's ridiculous. Joshua go faster than anything else, it would seem. We'll have that. It's Ninja Tabby. It's a stealth kitty. Oh, I must have accidentally walked backwards and then back again. Yes. You don't need defense if you can dodge, absolutely.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
These enemies aren't worth fighting. They don't get much in the way of experience. Ideally, I want it to go there. If it goes there, I can run behind it. Otherwise, I'll fight it. Yeah, it's not having it. Fine, I'll fight you. Screw it.
Shouldn't have done that.
So, I mean, not much in the way of experience, not much in the way of Sapphire. Having said that, I have been busy while I've been offline. You see, Joshua's level 120. I'll get someone 19, whereas Estelle and Rias are 122. So that might be part of the reason I'm not getting much in the way of experience, because I could be over-leveled.
Goddess, my thanks to thee. I've worked up an appetite.
Apparently it works up an appetite. Doesn't really do much, but okay. I'm only doing this because I'm about to face an enemy that can be quite annoying. Oh, this won't be too bad, actually. Oh, that's just bad luck. Had a feeling that might happen, but I thought I'd try it anyway.
That's that. Let's move out.
Now, I was supposed to say hi to Nerdy since he's just made a couple of brief cameos, courtesy of my notifications there. Totally unintended. Oh, damn it.
We're good to go.
Estelle Big Stick Go Bird there, it would seem. She was like smack, 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 wasn't it? She wasn't messing around. Just 'cause I want to avoid this guy, I don't want to fight it. I do have a way to beat them, but it requires a lot of preparation, and I'm not wasting time doing it. I did not need that. Oh, what the hell? I know what I did then. I accidentally picked the wrong square.
That's that. Let's move out.
Have you seen those chests from Arabonia? They're the strong silent type. Yes, I did get some loot offline, so I thought I'd show some of the messages. Because I've been grinding. Hey, a summoning stone. What is that? Huh? What the fuck? Peter! Damn, what's that doing here? Yeah, what is it doing here? Does that mean that stone contains... It looks like a large archaism used by Ouroboros. Your reactions say there's more to it than that, however. You could say that, yeah. Let's go get that stone. Okay. We've already had one bad guy turn up in Colonel Richard. This implies we're about to get another one. After all this time, we finally found you! Yeah. You must have spent a long while looking for the person inside. Then we shouldn't keep you waiting any longer. Let's hurry back to the garden and release them right away. Yeah, thanks, Venus! Yes, indeed, Avian. Very much, Well, let's not keep them waiting. Doesn't seem like it, Avian, no. Remember, Josette's Bobcat, we don't have to fight that. Yeah, there it is. So I've actually got the start. I know exactly where that is. Yes, she's back. I can't believe it.
He really is red.
Yeah, looks like she's fast asleep.
Mama, why?
Yeah. Ren.
Where am I? Oh, this is just a dream. Ren! Estelle? Joshua and Tina too? What a nice dream this is. Ren! Oh, silly Estelle. You're supposed to be older than me. You shouldn't be acting like a clingy child. You're so warm, though, and you smell so nice. It's almost like this isn't a dream and what's going on? Ren, this is... What are you doing here? No, never mind that. What am I doing here?
It's okay, Ren. I'm gonna explain now. Sometimes they come, okay? You see, when the...
Don't come any closer! If you take another step towards me, I will kill you!
I'll try and handle this, Estelle. Do you mind taking a step back?
Okay.
I'm happy to see you again, Ren. How have you been all this time?
How's that ain't your business? He's just as bad as Estelle as Joshua! Why would you two leave me alone and stop following me around?
Yeah, I figured you must have noticed. You're right. For the past few months, we've been traveling around trying to find you. We're in Crossbell at the moment, too. Are we getting warmer?
You're in Crossbell? Why do you want to find me so much?
We just want a chance to talk with you. We heard from a reliable source that you haven't been back to Ouroboros since we last fought. Is that true?
And what's that got to do with either of you? All I want is to be left alone. I don't want to talk to either of you. I don't even want to see you. So why won't you just leave me be?
Because
Sorry, Ren. This was on me. Ever since you flew off, I've been able to get you off my mind. I've been getting Joshua looking where you might be. I've been going around chasing down every possible lead. But that's why I'm so happy to finally be able to see you again like this. But...
Oh, I get it now. You're lying, aren't you? Really, all of that's just a cover that you're trying to capture me.
What?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I only know about as much as Joshua does about Ouroboros. Even if you catch me, you're not gonna get anything useful out of me. And even if I did know lots of dirty little secrets, I wouldn't tell you. I bet you feel really stupid for wasting your time now.
Wait a second. That's not...
Are you gonna try your luck anyway? You sure brought lots of familiar faces for backup. Even I might have trouble taking on this many people at once. But I'm confident I'll leave at least a few of you headless before I end up beaten. Ren!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What are we supposed to do, Sheriff?
Don't ask me. This doesn't look good. Well, I think I know who you are now. Ouroboros Enforcer number 15, the Angel of Slaughter, correct?
You certainly do know me. I don't know you, though. Are you a knight of the church?
Yes. I'm Rhea Sargent, a squire. And while I may not be very familiar with your circumstances, would it hurt you to behave less like a self-centered child?
Excuse me? Did you call me a self-centered child?
From what I've heard, your intelligence and deductive reasoning have few peers. That led you to joining Ouroboros, obtaining both the current rank and abilities you now have. So unless I'm wrong, I find it very hard to believe you haven't already figured out that this isn't a trap we set to capture you. And yet you still expect us to waste our time and humor your little tantrum. So yes, I did call you a self-centered child.
Riaz?
Damn, she sure doesn't mince words. My, you're a brave one, aren't you, miss? Did I hear a lowly squire like you trying to provoke an enforcer like me? You must really want to end up splattered all over the floor.
I could say the same to you. I have no idea why everyone else here regards you favorably, but I, for one, have no interest in being friends with someone from Ouroboros. So if a battle is what you want, I will be more than happy to oblige.
Oh no! Yes! A Templar sword, huh? Those can certainly be a rude awakening in the right hands. Of course, everyone else who's ever tried to challenge me wound up being quite predictable after a while. Before long, they were all begging me for mercy like pigs about to be slaughtered. It was ever so pitiful. I can't wait to hear you do the same.
Ren?
No!
Do you actually want to fight? Or do you only intend to stand around trying to sound threatening?
I suppose that is enough talking.
Come on, you two.
Both of you, stop it! Tina?
Hey,
Wait a sec.
Why are you two so desperate to try and fight when you know you don't really want to?
Ren, you were trying to make it sound like you don't care about Estelle and Joshua, but deep down you're happy to see them again and you know it. And Riaz, you've already realized that Ren's not actually a bad person. It doesn't matter that she's from Ouroboros.
Well, I'm happy.
Of course I'm not. Why would I possibly be? Then why did you look so happy when Estelle cooked you? Right up until the moment you realized this was all real, you acted like it was the best dream you'd ever had. And now you're saying you don't want to talk to them? That you don't want to see them?
Hold on a minute, Tina.
And that's not true at all. That's not true at all, so just admit it. Sweetie?
I swear, she just cut my life short about 10 years. What the hell was she thinking?
Yeah, look at you, honestly.
And yes, I think Ren and Alice would get on way too well. Alice had asked people to die for them. Ren would just make them die for her. But them two together would be a cocktail we don't want. That's the crossover no one wants to see.
I thought you were a year older than me, you know. And here you are, crying away. You're not setting a very good example. I can't help it. What am I supposed to do when you guys finally see each other again? All you do is end up fighting.
That's just too sad.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that scream.
Hey! What are you crying for? Why'd you have to?
You know the answer to that already, Ren. It's because she likes you.
She does?
Hey, Ren, I know we still got our differences, but how do we put all that to the side and call truce for now?
Truth?
As I'm sure you can tell, we're in the middle of a really messy situation right now. And however you got here, you've ended up being dragged down into it with us. I'd say it's all in our best interest to do it together. At least till we get out of here anyway. What do you say?
That's certainly true. There's still plenty we don't know about our predicament. Having someone with your intellect on our side may help us well fill in the remaining blanks. In fact, I would greatly welcome your assistance.
Yeah, I'm with the Colonel.
I'm not a colonel, Estelle. Regardless, I think it would in your best interest to work with us too. Cooperating will allow you to gather information more efficiently, as well as make it easier for you to ensure your own safety.
Yeah, that's true. It's obvious that wherever we are, it's somewhere normal. So it goes without saying that maybe me around would be a big help to all of you. Yeah, all right. Out of respect for Tina's bravery, I'll spare you all this time. Fill me in on exactly what's going on here. Oh!
Thanks, Ren.
Just so we're clear, I haven't decided whether I'm gonna work with you or not yet. All I'm promising is I'll listen to your explanation of what's happening. Then I'll decide if I'll help.
Yeah, such a tsundere. Absolutely mental.
I see. I think I got a pretty good idea what's going on now. You haven't chose this place's name, couldn't pick a better one, could they?
What?
Have you figured something out that we hadn't?
Possibly. Still not completely certain yet. But I'm relatively confident in my theory after hearing the Colonel's story, though.
Me?
My own experience is the same as everyone else's. Ended up here after being surrounded by a certain white light. But you say you weren't wearing the uniform when it happened to you, right, Colonel?
How many times must I... Well, whatever. I wasn't. As I explained to everyone when I first arrived, I was wearing a t-shirt and slacks as I do every other day at work.
Right, just checking. So then, tell me something. Would you say you have a strong emotional attachment to that uniform?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, that's a definite yes. It's a symbol of your past. The past you just can't quite move on from, even though you need to. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Richard.
It's no surprise you feel that way from my perspective.
And lo and behold, the moment you appeared in this world, you're wearing that very same uniform again. Whatever do you think that could mean?
That would mean when I arrived here, my attachment to that past ended up being manifested as reality. In other words, this world is capable of changing based on people's thoughts. Oh.
Now it makes sense.
Yes, to me it does it.
Can you please explain in slightly less complicated terms for the rest of us?
It's actually a really simple thing. You remember how Luciola used the gospel to make you experience a dream, right?
Right.
Yeah, the dreams we saw were different depending on what we wanted to see, too.
Of course. Unlike that, this isn't a dream. But the concept is basically the same. Anyway, just like in Luciola's dream worlds, this world changes depending on what the people inside it want. It also happens to recreate places that exist in their memories, too. It all falls into place nicely once you simplify it, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it does.
Well, it explains the monuments of encounter and how the doors work, too.
Still, the final such explanation explains the contents of this world. I find it hard to believe that any of us fit desires we found ourselves in.
Oh, I don't disagree. We're not the only ones here, though, are we?
Oh. So in other words, many of the contents of this world exist because of us, but its overall structure is the result of someone else within it.
From what I can gather, yeah. What exactly is making all this possible is the part I'm still puzzling over. Making people's wishes reality was the purpose of the Aureole, but that's now been lost, and I can't think of anything capable of doing the same. I think it's easy for all of us to point the finger at who wished for this world to behave that way, at the very least.
The Lord of Phantasma.
Exactly. Based on everything that's been said, they weren't in this world originally. That was just a ghost you've encountered. But said the Lord of Phantasma, she simply watched over this place from the garden here.
Yep, so I guess we literally are trailing in the sky. And the goddess above is who's been guiding us, which is a revelation to no one, I'm guessing. Adios.
But then they showed up, stole her power, and started making the world according to their own whims. The result is that we're what we're stuck in right now. Well, what do you think? Wow!
Damn! Feels like you just popped your head in and solved all these crazy mysteries like they were nothing!
Haha, it's certainly impressive. Even I hadn't been able to deduce quite that much. You really are a genius, Ren.
I'm sure you could have worked this much out if you really put your mind to it, Joshua. Unless Estelle's stupidity is actually contagious and rubbed off on you.
Well, that's not very nice!
I'm pretty sure it's not the case.
Oh, dearie me.
Either way, sounds like this Lord of Phantasma's person likes games just as much as I do. And without me, I don't know if you'll be able to beat him. So I suppose I better lend you all a hand. I hope you're all very grateful.
Yeah, sure!
It's nice to have a cutie like you on board, Ren. Well, now that's settled. It's time for us to use the cube to take us back to the 5th plane so we can move on.
Yes, that's a fair point, Xavier, yes. If Oliver decides to say anything inappropriate to Ren, she will introduce him to her scythe.
I'd pay very good money to see that.
Now that we've gotten closer to working out what's going on, we should be able to move on to the next part of the game board now. I guess our opponent's ready to make their next move too.
So much confident.
Still, have it your way. It's not as though we have any other option than to press on. I'm expecting we'll encounter a devil at the end of this plane, just like we have at all the others. We should only move on when we're sure we can handle it.
Ah, I could really do without the extra trouble.
Then again, I am kind of curious what these devils are like in reality. Would you like to come and have a look with me, Tita?
I'm not so sure the two of us running around is such a good idea.
Aw, she was so opposed to us being with us earlier. Look at her now. Yeah, I'm really glad she came around. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to her while we're in here, too.
Yeah.
Alright, so what level does she come in at? 119. I might actually give her a try.
Leave it to Ren.
Oh, wow.
Leave it to Ren.
Whereas I've gone for that kind of cutesy slaughter voice.
They've actually gone for a much more high-pitched one for Rem, which does make sense. I can't go that high. I can't go that high at all. 9 lives. Oh god, look at that artwork. Oh my god. She's about to do Alice's point as well. Seriously. No change for you. Neither are they. Extra agility, you might as well have it. Actually, Petrophile come in handy here. It's a nice design, I agree. It's a very old school style. What armors does she got? She has Sapphire. She has Sapphire Gem. She has Mind 5, and she has HP 4. If I was to upgrade a slot, I might be able to give her an extra item, actually. And of course, she has Death. Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she have Death? No. Why wouldn't she have Death as her like special equipment? And that's definitely what they've gone for. The whole, let's say. Takes her attack down. I don't want to do that. Fine, we'll leave it at that for now. Free healing. And then tactics. Yeah, that's not the party I want. I like a very old school, like forward defense kind of approach. So this is the door where we were originally. Let's see how useful she is in battle before we do anything else. Oh, that's out of range.
We're not done yet.
About the same kind of damage output as Joshua has as well. That's kind of cool, to be honest. That's not too bad. Right. Question is, will this take us to the boss arena? I don't know. If it's taking me to the boss arena, I might want to quickly go back and do some fighting first. Yeah, it's the tyrant from Resident Evil, people.
That's that. Let's move out.
Okay, so far, so good. A celestial balm. We are both empty. Now, computer, you're not supposed to call me out on being empty inside. That's not fair. That's not cricket. It's not my fault that there's a gigantic gaping hole at the bottom of where the heart, my heart used to be.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Oh, it's a dead end. Okay. Oh, another door. Interesting, we found another blue door. Bring to me the playful minstrel and his closest ally against the beast they seek to overcome. Oh no, it's Olivert and Mueller. That's who needs to go there for that one. We'll do that one later in the stream. Right, that looks like a way to the next boss area, so I'm going to quickly go down this way. And just see what we can find. I need that thing to go, ideally, way off to one of the corners, because I want to get that chest without triggering a fight. But I've not been so lucky here. What I can do, however... This is quite a clever idea of mine. The Amber bracelet. You're the sister here. Dost thou steal, not ring any bells? dost thou not steal, ring any bells? The box called her out on being a bad nun, failing to follow the commandments. The box called her out. Now, out of curiosity, what does that do? It's called the Amber something. Prevents movement speed down, so that's possibly useful. Instant kill.
That's that. Let's move out.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Yeah, the reason the battles are going so fast, by the way, is I am engaging turbo mode. Just the way to get through them quickly. Of course, the downside to that is if you have turbo mode active at the wrong time, you can get yourself rinsed, so you got to be careful with it. Unfortunately, he's now engaged a move which increases his defense. Haha, he missed. Helpful.
Hey!
Yeah, he's not taking any damage. That's really annoying. Okay, no matter. He's used time magic. Hey!
That's that then. Let's move out.
Excellent. We've got the Giordano. That's a weapon for Rias. 26 of 36. She sighed in a way that was half frustrated, half disappointed. She never cared about money. Why would she try to win an argument with it? She could only say quietly in her mind, "My husband is an idiot." Oh yes, that's good. That's really good. Increases her attack power to stupidly high levels, and also increases her magic damage output as well. Ah, there is this death. That makes sense.
I've worked up an appetite.
What's in the box then? 3,000 Mira. Nice. Empty. Someone must have taken the chest phrase that used to be in here. Yep, someone must have taken the chest phrase apparently. Right, up the stairs. That certainly seems to suggest we're nearing the boss. At least that's what it's telling me.
We're not done yet.
So the one disadvantage to Ren is her movement is not that great, but she does have decent overall damage.
Later, Corpsey.
Well, she's certainly got in on being the angel of death, hasn't she?
Later, Copsy.
Five and 12. Certainly, come on in. Hideko would listen to anything Sato had to say, but no one could know the horrible fate that awaited Hideko this day. Yes, the horrible fate was to come in and watch Fox News on repeat. Yeah, this has the end of area feel to it to me. Yeah, there we are. There is the water point, people. We are very much at the end. I might make a slight adjustment to my tactics, actually. I might move the party back a bit. Just so that I'm not immediately on the front, because if there's a boss, we're likely to need a lot more room. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not our exit out of this plane. It doesn't look as if you're standing between us and it either. Trying to make a mad dash for it.
Wait,
What's up?
I can smell the distinctive scent of the underworld, and it grows stronger by the second.
What? How are we gonna get surrounded by magic circles then?
No, this isn't going to come from a circle. It's coming from above.
Oh! We got spiders, people!
What?
Yeah, spiders!
Ah, cute. These guys are hard to be intimidating for us, aren't they?
These are the three gluttonous Arachne sisters, kin of the 77 devils featured in the Testaments. They weave nightmares and consume the souls of those who wander in their labyrinth.
So this is what real devils are like, huh? And they show at the part. But they're not gonna be able to stop us. Let's get nasty.
Right.
Right, luckily Joshua has an opening beginning. Now, before I do that, I've got his craft move, which I can use as an AoE. Looks like their weak is to alternative dimension. Same with that creature too. And they've all got quite a lot of HP. Yeah, Ascension is the only move that's got anything through there. Can't use Clock Up either, which is really disappointing. So I've got to make a decision here. get the feeling this isn't going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Well, it resisted it.
I will. Run no more.
Let's start with Phantom Blade. That's helped. Yeah, I had a feeling poison was going to be the move to go for here. It was likely, more likely than anything to be poison.
Hey!
Ah, that's a problem. That didn't do what I expected it to do. Yeah. I don't know what this move does. Ah, so they can move around the battlefield at will. Again, that makes sense. That really does. Right, for now... Yeah, I don't need 10,000. That's too much. Useful. Okay, that's useful. Right. Yeah, they do take quite a lot of punishment from that, which is a good thing. By the time he's got a movement. So. I've no idea what that does, Swarm of Evil. It must do something, I just don't know what it does. Right, as you are about to receive a healing... Have I got anything for poison? Oh. Does the same effect as the Curia Bomb, but it's actually only solely for a few different ones. Ah, right. And then they use Dark Matter. That's ironic. That's their weakness. Their weakness is Dark Matter. That's their weakness. I'm actually quite surprised that they're using that move. Yeah, they keep using it. I have no idea what it does. I'm really confused by it.
Hey! O heavenly servants of the goddess, come down and purify this blackened earth.
Let's do one of the SMT summons.
Thy will shall be as
That's one down. It's a weird one. I don't know. That's the thing. I really don't know. Oh wow, it missed. That's helpful. I'm okay with that. Yeah, see, that hurts it. Dark matter does a lot of damage. Now that's annoying. That's very annoying. That's incredibly annoying. So whatever it does, it doesn't seem to be doing anything serious. Yeah, that they could be useful. I want to focus on building the power up. Ah, you only have Ascension, don't you? They've moved. Oh. And now they've moved again.
Hey!
Bit of an odd one, that. And they moved and moved again. Not entirely sure why. Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. There's not much you can do when that happens, really. You don't have Curia. Just to get a quick attack in more than anything else. That's not as useful as the Balm, which is... Where are you? Purging, that's the one.
We're good to go.
Yeah, he's got the EP. That's fine. Yeah, same problem. Certain moves don't seem to cast very quickly, and I don't know why. It's very strange that, to be honest. Some moves take longer to cast for no real reason, but it's okay.
Wanna see what I got? Ha! Yeah! Yeah! Too slow! Ha! Hold for Wheel of Time!
Could have taken down the other one, but I didn't want to risk it. I have an idea here. Oh. Never mind that.
Let's do this!
Didn't quite do what I wanted to. That was supposed to interrupt it. That was supposed to interrupt its move. That's really annoying. That's frustrating. No, that's why I didn't bother attacking then. Thought there's no real point. Hey, helpful. Missed. Great news. See, bosses, when they've got loads of health, shouldn't be allowed to heal. Or they should have a very, very big cooldown for it. Bosses being able to give themselves practically a full heal is cheap. Oh no, not this time. No, you fucking don't.
Ready or not, here I come!
Well, that's made barely, that barely did anything. No matter. We can tank this next blow. Tank it with ease. So speed moves is definitely helping here. The speed moves are making a big difference. Might as well heal yourself for now. Yeah, ironically, he's gone for the same spell I'm going for. Yeah, if it wasn't for the healing, that would have been easier. Oh, well, that explains that. So now we've got the actual head of the hive here, people. I was going to say, I thought something seemed a bit strange about that, and now I know what it is. The question is, what has it got damage-wise? Same weakness, just a lot more HP. So it calls for aid when injured and drains vitality when angered. How do you anger it? What would you do to anger it, I wonder? I'm curious. What would make it mad? Yeah, let's go for poison bomb. Oh, that's helpful. It didn't actually work. Right. Is Soul Blur worth anything? It does more. It does a lot more damage than the attack, I think. That's annoying. Getting healing when we don't need it. Ah, that's the double petrify. That's not what I needed. Because if that hits them, you've not got Curia. Can you get there quick enough? Okay, that gives me a chance now.
We're good to go.
Just noticed that Joshua's speed up as the superb. Nice, very helpful. Yeah, physicals are pointless. Physicals are a waste of time. It was worth experimenting just to know. Yeah, Joshua's running low on EP at the moment, but that's okay. We can work with that. Right, got an idea. Just build some more craft points. That's that move that they were on about before that takes away vitality. That's the move that they mentioned before, where when it's in low health, it becomes a bit of a DPS mode, which I'm not the biggest fan of personally, but I understand why they do it. Out of curiosity, yeah, that knocks it away, which is quite useful. God bless resist petrify. That made all the difference then. That resist petrify. I'm only choosing to attack, so I want to have a stall nearby. Because if it starts casting a move, I've got an idea. Basically, I think you have to get, once it gets to a certain hit point, you have to take all its moves off. It's actually very annoying. I find it as a mechanic quite lame, to be honest. For me, there should be a point where essentially it can't go any further. And it can't do any more.
We're good to go.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, that. I wonder. That's not what I want.
We're good to go.
Oh, interesting positional though. Couple of poisons, which is annoying. Very annoying, but it's okay. That's it, Purging Balm, thank you.
Let's go. Leave it to rest.
Do a couple of damage moves. Oh,
We're good
damn
to
it!
go.
I got trigger happy. I got trigger happy, and that was my fault.
I will run no more.
I'm gonna go for it. If this doesn't work, then I'm gonna be stuck for ages. Again, a fat. Oh, but yeah, it's good. That's not gonna be enough. We're close, but not close enough. Oh wait, no. Oh,
I'm sorry.
that's really fucking cheap. I am really not happy about that. That is the cheapest thing I've ever seen. That is so fucking cheap. That is cheap. That is really cheap. That is one of the cheapest things I've ever seen.
Hey!
That is so cheap. I'm sorry, that's not a challenge. That's just cheap. Oh, I'm losing. I know what I'll do. I'll give myself a lot of extra turns so I can take it off you. That's not a challenge. That's cheap. I hate it when games have to make themselves cheap. They can't make a proper challenge, so they have to do it by being cheap.
We're good to go.
Right, how much HP has it got? 4,500. Okay. You're not going to be able to get to it, so what you can do instead... Give yourself one of those.
Hey!
Let's wait and see what its next move is. It might go for Curse. Yeah, it's gone for Poison Bomb. And it's missed. That's helpful. Right. Okay, quickly. Thank you, Ren. What? Yes, why? I agree completely.
What was up with that last one? That was so unfair!
Yeah, I always said that Estelle was literally me, and she's not fucking wrong.
That must have been Sigma. The Free Sister's mother. And even she was not able to stop us. Thankfully.
No, but she was able to annoy us. And another... Oh, that's a different... Hang on, that's a different one. That's not gold.
What? That looks like...
Yeah, it's a different style of jam.
Another sealer stone, huh? I also figured Ren's was gonna be the last.
Huh? So I was in a pretty stone like that when you found me too. Yeah, I feel like a princess in a fairy tale.
Yes.
What's up, Ziggy?
Yes, Ziggy has come amongst us, people.
You kind of wear like a little princess, actually.
I think this one may actually be different. The other stones have a strange sense of warmth when you hold them. Not so for this one.
Really? Is it because something bad is in it?
No. Instead of the usual warmth, it seems to have a cool, almost divine feel to it. Almost as if it might contain the goddess herself within.
Sharp as usual. Oh,
He's here.
Who's that?
So you decided to show your face again, did you?
the priest is still unconscious, I see. As I say, that jawline is Lawrence. That's Lieutenant Lawrence's jawline. And the hair's the same tone as well. So if that's not Lawrence, then that must be some kind of brother of his, because everything about that is Lawrence. I was rather surprised to find out that he can only use his stigma's power against heretics. Even power of that magnitude is meaningless, if it's so limited and has such repercussions. I almost pity him. To tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting you to reach this point so quickly. Your final piece is inexorably capable.
Oh, might you be referring to me?
Thanks to you, I ended up having to make my appearance sooner than I was expecting. Oh, and also he's holding a sword in his left hand. That was also Lieutenant Lawrence. I suppose I should have accepted no less than the host of Gransel's finest tea party.
That's very true.
Regardless, I came to fulfill a duty, and fulfill it I shall. Think of that stone as a gift for gathering all the pieces scattered throughout Phantasma. It contains not an additional piece, but a rulebook of sorts that you may find beneficial.
A rulebook?
That certainly explains how it feels different compared to others. Could this mean you're finally ready to face us head on rather than continuously taunting us?
Whether that time comes is entirely up to you. For now, all I will say is this. On the next game board, all of you will find yourselves face to face with a number of trials to overcome.
He's escaping again!
Wait a minute! Is that all you gotta say? What kind of trials?
All a variety in shapes and sizes. Even I will be one of them.
You?
Really now?
I eagerly anticipate seeing whether you are able to overcome them all and make it to me. Don't disappoint me now. Yes, trials in the sky, trails in the sky. Roll credits.
Oh.
It's almost as if he can't help but try to taunt us. He stays just long enough to say something cryptic, then leaves before elaborating every single time.
Oh, I just love those types.
Is something wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, we might have got nothing but cryptic teasers out of him, but we do have enough sealing of stone to unlock. I think we should head back to the garden and get to it.
I agree. I'm quite curious to what this rulebook is as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very stereotypical thing in RPGs, isn't it? It's why I like the one in Metaphor ReFantazio. Metaphor ReFantazio is a bit different.
The way it glows is pretty different compared to all the other sealing stones.
You're right. I wonder who's going to appear out of it.
Chloe?
Is something wrong?
No, it's just the light rating it feels somehow nostalgic.
Huh?
That comes as no surprise.
I will deal with the bot later. I have a scene to deal with. Oh, actually, I'll be able to deal with it in just a second.
It's her.
What?
She looks like... It's Sailor... It's a Sailor Senshi from Sailor Moon. Now, pardon me for just a second. I have someone to report. There is a bot trying to get you all to go to a malicious website, and I'm not allowing that. So you are getting reported. You are getting blocked. And you are getting banned.
I'm so glad I can finally communicate with you all like this. I wonder how many hundreds of years it's been since I was able to hold a true conversation.
Your Highness, Fate!
You, aren't you? It's a pleasure to have a chance to meet one of my own descendants.
Oh, is that, whatever it was, Van Alslays, who was, who Chloe impersonated on the Aureole?
And allow me to extend a hand of welcome to all of you, visitors to my garden. My name is Celeste.
That's it, yes, Celeste Van Alslays.
Celeste Diaslays.
Yep, so the ghost is from thousands of years ago. And that's got us the trophy Triumph of Light or something. Oh, that's a phone. Oh, it's Kevin.
Yeah, you reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you?
Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already. So let's go to the message with the priest.
Ah, hey, Rafina. Yeah, I got it pretty late this morning. How about you? When do you think you'll be getting here?
I'm gonna be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's delayed. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now.
Gotcha. Now we're here till you arrive. I think Rias and the kids will get all up out of the shape they should without you.
Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Although, speaking of Rias, I hope you've been thinking about how you're gonna cheer her up.
Yeah, got it all planned out. I've been stocking up with souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Sure enough to snap her out of her funk.
I wouldn't be so sure if I was you. Girls her age are more complex than you think.
Yeah? Yeah, I guess she's not really a kid anymore now she's 13, but still. Yeah, so that's about how old you were when we first met, right?
Now that you mention it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm gonna have to go. I'll see you later then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course.
Got it, see you later. Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in 2 years? And I guess that makes 9 since I met Rafina. I hope Rias isn't too grumpy with me when we started to get here. Kevin! Yeah, what is it, Father? Has something bad happened?
Well, I've just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed all in black at the edge of town. What's worse is, they were supposedly heading for the mountain path.
You don't think?
If they were, Osterhaus may be their target, I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on?
Yeah, I wish I did, but I doubt it's got anything to do with the grouse shredder at least. I think I should go check it out just in case.
Please do. Oh, do you know when Rafina's going to be arriving, by the way?
Yeah, this evening, by the sound of it, she said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can you let her know what happened? Well, damn it, Jaegers. Yeah, it seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. But what can they want with the gospel facility to begin with? Yeah, the longer they're allowed to be in there, the more danger the kids are in. I'm gonna have to try and handle this alone. Send with my combat skills to good use.
And, oh, The Guardian's Trials, Chapter 6. How appropriate.
Celeste? Wasn't the name showing those data crystals?
That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the Aureole.
She was also the founder of Liberal's current royal family.
I'm so glad to see the information I left behind ended up proving useful to someone.
It really did.
So then, you're really the founder of Liberal's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celestial Slays. Think of me as something of a shadow.
Yeah, we're going full Persona 4 here, people. We just referenced the shadows.
Or a partial copy of her personality, created in order to influence Phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now. That is correct. Before I try to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about what the world we are in is first.
You can do that? Hey, this should be interesting.
Yeah, so it's the plains of it's the plains of hell.
As you are aware, the land in which you stand is called Phantasma. This is a world belonging to a higher plane of existence, created several thousands of years ago by the Aureole. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Aureole, in order to incorporate and process the will of the Liberox populace. One might call it a self-organized world, designed to realize countless possible others as necessary. Pardon?
You've lost me.
Yeah, isn't there a simpler way to explain this?
Well, while I'm not technically correct, perhaps you could think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm, created by the Aureole, in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire.
That's better.
What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think that it's far too real to be a land of pure fantasy.
When I say a fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest that Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadow graph, or kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept any easier for you to understand?
Somewhat, yes. Certainly the name Phantasma seems much more appropriate.
As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Aureole rather than being the Aureole itself, and it helped grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism. You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Aureole? That was also in those data crystals left behind. Exactly. At first we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Aureole had absolute control over space itself, and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming up upon the idea of temporarily freezing it, and imprisoning it with a gravitational barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss.
You had discovered your foe's weakness, but you had no way to take advantage of it. That must be quite a frustrating predicament.
Indeed. And yet our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness. The Recluse Cube. Is that what this is known as then? Yes, that is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Aureole as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is, me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Aureole's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed.
Q catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts, too.
It sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything.
Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played a part in the end. Once the Aureole was sealed away, my work was done, and I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the Aureole were ever unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased to be able to handle it just fine without my help, however.
Looks played a huge part for us too, though.
We're not even sure where the Aureole is now. As far as we were aware, it disappeared during all that happened at the Liberoc.
I thought as much. I was able to confirm the Aureole's disappearance from here within Phantasma too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over. and then all was left for me was this, and this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared. So that's when it happened.
Quite a recent development, I see.
The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, stealing all my power before I was aware what even happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance with their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all the Lord of Phantasma's creations.
Looks like your theory was correct, man. Still, that makes it sound like...
Yeah. So you don't know who that masked bastard is either, then?
I'm afraid not. Their every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they're trying to achieve by bringing all of you in here and testing you. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, that's the part we want to know most of all.
I only wish I could be of more help. The only thing I can say about them is that I suspect the Lord of Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane. There's a 7th?
What makes you think that?
That was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of place that plane is, I don't know. But I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole of Phantasma.
That doesn't sound good.
And then we'll be seeing after the next one, won't we?
Yeah, we just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, the time to find them head out might not be that far off.
Yeah, I was getting tired of waiting.
As was I. It seems the end may finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord of Phantasma is trying to achieve.
Actually, I just might.
Kevin!
You're up.
It's good to see you again, Father.
Yeah, you too. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you for that matter, little lady. I'm sure you would. I got something I want to ask you. But I suppose I can wait until later.
Haha, for sure. Yeah, did you kill my boss? Basically.
Are you sure you're feeling alright?
Bad as rain. I'm feeling just great. Oh, the sleep must have done me a lot of good. And I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was out cold, too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kevin Graham. Or maybe I don't need to introduce myself, so you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far.
True. I was able to tell what was happening at Lieberach from the garden. And out of all the people here, you are the one closest to the truth as what is happening here. Am I wrong? What?
No, I don't think you are. I can't pretend much of an expert on what Phantasma is itself, but I got a pretty good idea of who's responsible for all this. I can only think of one person twisted enough to put us through all we've been through.
Wait, is this someone you know?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. The short version is, they're a real piece of work. A cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch. He doesn't even see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with. It sounds like a really awful guy.
And who, may I ask, is it that you're talking about?
Well, about that. Would you willing to wait just a little longer for me to answer that one? I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing to let me completely be certain. And I think we'll find out just what that is in the 6th plane.
And here I thought we were finally going to get an answer. Is there a reason you can't say your theory as is?
Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot after we come this so far, but I promise, as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. I swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem. Yeah, well, I don't see any reason to say no.
Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons.
It's not often you ask us for favors, so I'm gonna let it slide. No problem here.
If you say it's wait, I'll wait.
Yeah, that feels like we can trust your judgment, Kevin. So I have no objections either.
Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun.
I believe we're all in agreement then.
Yeah, consider this one settled.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take lead again. And I'd appreciate it if you back me up.
No problem.
It seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and monuments as I always have.
Now you mention it, we haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us since we got here, have we? Yeah, thanks, Celeste. Couldn't have done us without you.
We truly are in your debt. Please, think nothing of it. I am but a shadow, placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help you however I can.
Yeah, will do. Sorry for worrying you too, Rias, but I'm just fine now. So please, leave everything to me. I'm begging you.
Only if you promise me one thing.
What is it?
I won't make you promise to not put yourself in danger or to overdo it. But don't do anything that will make Rafina sad.
You really know how to get where it hurts, don't you?
So, will you promise?
Yeah, I promise. I swear on her name I won't.
Right, now this time it seems I can have a party of any kind I like. I don't have to have Rias, so I can mix and match my party, which is really good news. I am going to use Colonel Richard.
Adequate performance.
Yes, it was, I suppose. You're behind on levels. I could really do with leveling you up, but I want to do that in a set. I'm going to take a gamble on her, actually. I'm going to take a gamble. And because you're fast as anything,
Move out.
I'm going to use you. I'm going to mix and match.
I myself am but a shadow bound by the laws of Phantasma. As such, I'm afraid I'm limited in what I can do. But I'll be sure to support you any way I can in your efforts.
And that's all she has to say. Now, he comes in at... Oh, he's level 114, so he's behind as well. Right, well, with that in mind, I'll get you on the back row, and also you on the back row. Yeah, all his things are behind, so I want a quick let. It'd have been nice if they'd actually allowed his levels to go up, because I'm pretty sure we did that with Rias. But not with Kevin, it would seem. He's the guy you're in control of. You're not allowed to have it easy. Oh, that Sepith, it had to be spent. I needed to. Right, apologies, people. I'm just going to do a little bit of menu management, which I'm not a fan of, I must admit. Menu management is my least favourite part. I've not got access to the higher one yet. I can synthesize that. Just want to quickly go to synthesize quartz. Right, I'm actually getting lower on Sepith than I'd like, but it's got to be done. Sorry about this, people. It will not be long. I promise. Okay, I'll take him down. Right, for now we'll leave that as it is. Right, okay. It gives her practically no movement. That's the only problem. Her movement's going to be poor. But it makes her very fast. And I need her to be a support character. Okay, right. Before going to the end, I'm going to do something quite quickly here. I'm going to go back to this layer. Now, the reason for this is I sense a chance to potentially get some quick levels, especially for Josette.
That's that. Let's move out.
So look at that. 1,000 experience for Josette. That's the advantage. It's why I'm tempted to see. If I go into the next area, I'm half tempted to see just what actually we get there in terms of experience. By going into the next area. I've got 2 underleveled characters. If I need to, I can quickly go back and finish the leveling up. That was where we fought the arachnids.
Yeah, this is the word to the 6th plane, right? It's time to hop it then.
Incidentally, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, I'm fine. Honestly, never better. Anyway, we can't afford to stand around talking here. We need to get moving.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, Richard's like, I'm not sure on this. Right, are we in a...
Where is this?
Where the hell are we?
Yeah, this is Rommel Pond, isn't it? Yeah, so the next place we created is the scenic route near the Burley and Royal family's villa, huh? Yeah, we're probably more dangerous than the scenic this time around, though. We should probably explore as much as we can, but stay sharp.
Right, so apparently it's the scenic route. The Ube scenic route. So we're back in Gransel again. I don't remember it looking like this, though. So obviously they've changed the layout in this point. Oh, well that's disappointing. I thought there might be something here, but there isn't. What the f... Oh, they're facing us. They're not going to move. They're big versions of the statues from the very first plane. Oh, they got shining palms here. That's both awesome and annoying because there's no way I can kill them. Oh. Okay, they have very, very strong defense. They are very strong defensively. That's a massive, massive issue. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to work. That was a pure gambit. I'm actually shocked that that worked. That was a shock. I am not complaining. Oh! That is extremely annoying, but it's my fault. I should have seen it coming. Helpful, it missed. Okay, cool. We might get good experience here because I managed to kill a Shining Palm.
Not done yet.
Oh, hello, check it out. 9999 experience for both Kevin and Josette. And multiple for the others as well. I'm going to enjoy this. Let's see what... So that's 2 levels for Kevin and 3 for Josette so far. Let's speed this up. So Kevin's now learned Gorgon Arrow, Josette's learned Orbital Bomb, and we got a load of Sepith. So Kevin came in at level 114. He's now level 119. Josette came in at 107. She's now 112. And again, I don't understand the artwork they've gone for Josette now. I really don't get it. That was worth it. That was a brilliant EXP payout. And it was all thanks to a lucky shot with Shadow Spur. That was the only reason we got that. Right, are these weak or not? I'm not sure. Let's find out. They take a lot of punishment from that. And other magics basically do regular damage, I think. Go with Soul Blow. Yeah, even with critical damage, he does next to nothing. That hurts it. Which makes me think that Joshua might do a lot more damage. He does a decent amount, I'll give it that much. Oh. You know what's annoying? Kevin's not going to be able to kill it. He only did 6. He did 6 damage using the plus 10% strength. Yep, turned into Annie Lace now. That was powerful, but not as powerful as I expected it to be. Yes! That's what I wanted and knocks it out.
Told you I could handle this.
And again, still decent experience. So this is good. We found it. We found a place where you can basically, if you get lucky, do some decent grinding. Right. Once again, these guys were not really weak to anything but this magic, which makes fighting them costly. That's the only problem with this. It is costly, but it does the job.
All right, what's next?
I'm quite happy with that. More multiple level ups, which is great because it gives us a free refill of our... Right. Is this where we started? Yeah, it is. So I managed to go in a complete circle. Because unlike the other area, there's no real... there's no real map. You just have to, like, go by your instincts for it. But the good thing there was we actually did get a decent amount of experience through. And again, like you see the levels, like 119, 124, 115. So it is helping us get our levels back. And say I'm half tempted to fight an enemy, but I'm not going to. I deliberately charged at that enemy then. I didn't want to be ambushed. That didn't quite turn around quick enough, the enemy. I need to wait for it to come physical. There we go, that's better. Ah, once again. Oh, hang on. Wait a second. Memo to me. Memo to me. Bring Ren here to do the grinding with her 20% death feature. Memo to me. Wow, that did nothing. It's like we have one weakness. That's your only credit here.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Again, 9999 for Josette. So we're quickly catching up the levels here. This is really helping. Unfortunately, 9999 is the level, is the experience cap. You can't get any more. I get the feeling that Josette would get more like 20,000 possibly. I'm just enjoying seeing how many levels it ticks over. And that's where she's going to end up, I think. Got Beast Flesh 2, and that's that. Yeah, we're definitely getting a bit more like the characters we should be now, which is really useful. Getting better strengths all around and everything, so it's great. What I do need to do, I just realised something. Right, yeah, she's under-equipped. I can give her that for now, but I think I can get a better gun. I was wondering why her damage output wasn't that great. I think I've got her in the wrong equipment. Changing equipment is going to make a big difference. Yes, I can buy a new weapon for Kevin as well. It's 8,000, so it's more expensive. And again, it has a big hit to dexterity. That's my concern. Like, Kevin's cost him 20 dexterity. I really don't like that. I don't like the speed drop. That's really serious. Joshua drops 10. Josette drops 10 as well, but she gets a massive boost. Ooh, but... Richard, however, gets a boost without any problem. So he's having that. He can definitely have that. Again, slight defense drops is the only concern, but again, Josette and Richard can both get one. I'm going to need to farm some Sepith. That's what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to farm a lot of Sepith. So look at that. She just had her defense go through the roof. So this is not bad, people, is it? It's definitely helping. Right, I'm going to actually try and get beyond this route now. Oh, there's only one of you. No damage. Ah, he hurts it now.
Not done yet.
So the music here is very, very peaceful. I'm going to try and get them from behind. That's more like it. Ah, not together. Damn it, that's annoying. Excellent. An adequate performance. He's very critical of his own style, and again, his voice is very different to the one I've given him. I've gone for the kind of British major kind of voice, whereas they're like here, almost like an edgy kind of antagonist kind of voice instead. Which I suppose in the original Trails games he was. Right, let's not risk that again. Yeah, I had a feeling that'd happen.
Adequate performance.
Let's keep exploring this alternate version of the Ur-Base scenic route. Ah, right, one of the statues. This could trigger a mini-boss. Nothing is written on the Amber Monument. Oh, that says nothing here. Oh, that's disappointing. And there's no loot either. I mean, come on. No loot, no conflict, no notes. This is one of the worst copies I've ever seen. Oh, there's loot there. The ruby gem. Isn't this the part where you give me something in exchange? You know, like a decent human being? No. This is not where I give you anything like a decent human being. You give me all your loot and I walk away. Ah, that's attack 5. Excellent. You can have that for now, Richard. Make you even stronger. Right, we've got quite a few of these enemies, and I noticed a couple have got death items. Weak to Ascension magic. We all have that move as far as I can tell. The only one who might not have it is Josette, now I think about it. No, she does. Okay, great. Not enough to kill them, though. That's a real problem. That one's been frozen. Right, out of curiosity. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, and then he missed anyway. Right, I get the feeling this is where this is going to go badly wrong. Well, they missed anyway for now. Ow. Nice. So with these fights, all we can do is plug away and hope for the best. Right now, he's the one who's actually kind of muted on what he can do. So it's better for us to focus on the other one while we still can. Right, Joshua, finish him off. I'm not sure if there's a multi-hit version of that spell. I really don't know.
My. That was easy.
Confident guy, isn't he? Confident in what he does. That was easy. If you say so. Let's should do this, I think. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Ah, right, there's a sealed route here. There's a massive seal. So we're not getting through there, and that's a big seal. So the question is, are we going to get any new people, or are we going to find something else to unveil? Well, let's find out by doing this part first.
Take that!
Yay, actually did some damage. Might as well get the free craft points while they can. It's just annoying that that's the only spell that they're really weak to. Because it's very costly. It's not cheap. As we saw in that boss fight, which was a pain in the backside. I mean, you do take damage, to be fair, from physical, but it seems to have a heightened physical defense, and that therefore makes them more awkward to deal with.
An adequate performance.
Double level up. Excellent news. Great. Fantastic. So I do have the side content ones to do at some point. Yeah, we're not going to get these in quick enough. We had the initiative, it'd be another story. That's where getting the initiative is so important. As long as you're not ambushed, you'll be okay. As he's on his own, there might be a chance here for us to do this. What's his HP at? Might just get away with us. Yes, perfect.
That's that then. Let's move out.
I see loot. I want it. Oh, not very good. That did way less damage than I expected.
Take that!
Yeah, that's a stronger version. Look at that. The burst moves means that Kevin gets the shot straight away.
Not bad.
Quite correct. That wasn't bad. A sapphire gem. Nice. I don't see your name on that item, so why are you taking it? I'm taking it because it's loot, and the loot is mine. Give me all the loot. If I see loot, I take it. Nothing's written on the Carnelia Monument because it doesn't know what it is. The copy has been done poorly. Yes. Why do I take the loot? You might as well ask why water is wet or why the sun is hot. A case of I think, therefore I am, you know what I mean?
Yeah!
Right, that was just to get some free craft points. That's all I'm doing here. I can get those craft points for free because I can run away afterwards. That's a little tactic you can use if you don't quite get the way you want in battle. As long as you get the next turn, you do that, and then you're out. It's great. Yes, why is the sky blue? Why is grass green? Exactly. No, ask those questions. Yeah, that's right. There's no real, there's no real defense or weakness to them. Nice. Bye-bye. And Kevin can take advantage of Rush to do it again. And there we go, job done. That easy.
Not done yet.
Didn't even give them a chance to transform, because that's what they like to do. Transform into copies of our former allies. Or our current allies as well. There's only 3 of them this time. This gives us a better chance. Oh, very nice. Perfect. Nice one. Thank you, Richard.
Inadequate performance.
Something involving Joshua then, but I don't know what it was. Oh, he's got true Phantom Raid now. His S-Craft was leveled up. Originally it was just Phantom Raid, now he's got true Phantom Raid. I'm guessing it's just more powerful. But that's awesome. An AoE S-Craft will make it very useful.
My. That was easy.
Well, to be fair, Richard, when you two just pummeled it, I'm not surprised. We got a silver gem. Don't you have better things to do? No, I don't. I want all the loot. Every loot I can find. Give it to me. Give me as much of the loot as you can. That's max EP plus 15. So it's really good for energy points. So for example, Joshua, you've got access to EP. Now you can then get access to Chaos Brand as well. As well as Death Scream. Nice. And it attacks everybody. It's time magic that attacks everyone. That is awesome. That's what I'm talking about. It's like here, for example. Let's give it a try. Just so we can guarantee that one's taken out. Nice, that one's been muted. Yeah, Flicks hit one of them. One of them was killed by that. That Death Hell Scream is a great move. Doesn't matter where you are, you're not going to get away from it. Oh, nice one. Kevin did damage too.
All right, what's next?
Yeah, so Death Hell Screen could really come in handy because if we find there are multiple of the Shining Palms, it might be possible that he's able to take them out using the Death Hell Screen. We saw that with Shadow Spear when Kevin got lucky with one. And why do I feel like I'm not getting anywhere at the moment? Not bad. So it took two of them out, but not the other one. That's not going to work. Oh, it did 1 damage. Yes. 1. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking, people. Might as well give it a shot, see if we get a chance. Not this time. I don't think we're going to get lucky this time. I don't think we're going to make it. But we're going to try. Unless it decides to attack us. No, we got it. Nice one, Kevin. Well done.
Not bad.
And still quite a lot of experience for that. So that's great. Not enough for Joshua to level up, but it was enough for Josette to level up. So, in the time I've had Josette in the party, she's gone from level 107 to 123. That's quite impressive. Now, the strange thing is I feel like I've been everywhere. I really do. Yeah, see, I'm back here. I've done a complete loop. So, the only thing that tells me is I must have to take out those towers. I can't see any other way forward. Nothing else seems to work. Now, the question is, what happens when we face them? I mean, we do have quite a lot of moves available. Yeah, so you can see already how they've got those available. Ah, water and time are effective against them. Interesting. Oh! And then they missed. Oh, that's really helpful. That's amazing. Nice one. The enemy that was actually going to be critical has failed to be able to use its move. Whatever this is going to hurt Richard. There's nothing I can do. Ah, flamethrower. Oh, it did okay, but it didn't seem to do anything. No, it didn't like tell us that we were in the right place or anything. So it makes me wonder if that's actually effective at all. Meanwhile, good evening, Queen. Just seen you jump in the chat there saying you're sorry you're late farming money and items in Persona 3. I'm guessing that's Persona 3 Reload. You're playing more of episode I guess I take it. If so, that's awesome. Do go check it out over on youtube.com/@Queen3210. I watched a part of that earlier today and I really liked it. A lot of fun to enjoy. We are in another area. We did have a boss earlier that was incredibly infuriating. It drove me potty. But I found a way to deal with it. I persevered.
Take that!
We had an unexpected character show up as well, but I don't want to say any more because it'll be spoilers.
Told you I could handle this.
By the way, here's something interesting, Queen. She's level 123. She came into this area at level 107. The experience payout has been that good. The experience payout has been that strong. This feels weird because this is the music from... Oh, damn it, I didn't want that. So that is the last thing I wanted to happen. Although that's not a bad start. Stealing some of our craft points, are you? Luckily, I can do something about that.
Take that!
Right, I've got an idea here. And now... Run away! We run away. Yeah, exactly. Oh, wow. Amazing payout. Really useful. Right, these are the enemies who are surprisingly weak to time magic. Well, not completely, but some of them are. Nice, instant death got one of them. Oh, nice, it missed. That's a surprise. I'm surprised I missed it. You might resist the move, but it's not enough to save your life, mate. So essentially, I'm in the 6th area of Urbay, and I'm not finding any way forward. But I am getting quite a lot of level ups, so I can't complain. It's like Kevin came in at level 114, and he's now like level 120 odd. So any of the characters have been left behind on levels. I should be able to get quite strong quite easily. Right, okay. Oh, bugger, I did not want that to happen. That could have been worse, I'll be honest. Yes, he's back from his nap. That's exactly right.
My. That was easy.
I will say, by the way, the boss fight we had before, Queen, there was a celebration at the end of it which left all of us somewhat shocked and surprised. I'm not going to say any more. Right, so that's barricaded off, so we can't go that way. And it's got the sign for the gates, but I don't believe we can get to them. Oh, that's really annoying. That is very annoying. Luckily for me, I can cheese this by running away. And then taking advantage. That was a way to deal with it. That enemy's now useless, so even if it survives, it won't create a problem to us.
Pansies!
Yes, so we've caught up quite quickly on the levels here. I'm quite impressed. Right, as that's a dead end, we'll go this way. Oh. Very nice. Oh. Every sodding time. And now it's drained our craft points, which are our energy points. I'm not happy about that. Oh well. We'll take the L. It's fine. Right, there are two ways here. There's to the right and straight ahead. Where are you, enemy? Yep, I knew you were there. I could see you coming. Annoyingly, these enemies are only weak to dark matter. They take a lot of punishment.
My. That was easy.
I'm glad you found it so easy. Meanwhile, that said feather brooch. What does that do? Oh, prevents faint. That could come in handy. Faint's where you get stuck. You just get stuck, basically. Right. I'm gonna go this way. And then up to the right. Not this time. Not today, Satan. Ah, okay, that's annoying. Loads of them. Right, okay. Might as well get rid of at least one of them. Didn't kill any of them this time. That is disappointing. Off you go. Yes, Colonel Richard is quite useful in battle. He's almost as fast as Joshua, but there's a lot of damage. and can take quite a bit of punishment. How did that miss him? I'm not complaining. I'm just wondering how. How did it miss?
Take that!
Nice. Perfect. Perfect timing.
Yeah!
My. That was easy.
Yep, leathery tail. Oh. I managed to turn back on myself, I think. Or have I? No, I haven't. Right, hang on a second. Oh, I thought I got away. We could be in serious bother here. Give me a second, I'm gonna wait. I've got an idea. Right, cool. Okay. We got away with that. You remember another character because it says my mind? Being honest, there are many, so it doesn't really narrow it down, in my opinion. It might not even be a character I'm familiar with. Ah, Final Fantasy X. Right, this is where we started. This is quite literally where we started. So I'm basically stuck in a dead end. I've gone round the entire area. I've gone round the entire route, and there's nowhere to go. I've gone in a literal circle. So this might be unfortunately be a grind onto the stream tonight, people. I was hoping to get some progression on where. Oh, I just realised. Didn't get the initiative. Aha! Right. Okay. That's annoying. Meanwhile, good evening to Nerdy who just randomly showed up at the bottom of the screen now. Apologies. Oh, not this time, damn it. Come on, Kevin. Be lucky. No, not this time. Oh, it's not run away. I'm surprised. I thought I'd have run away. Right, she's not going to get another go. She's not quick enough. But Joshua will. Right, we have to try and tank him. Oh, come on! It'll run away now. No, it's not. I'm really surprised. I thought it would have run away. Yeah, I've managed to get it a couple of times, but it's not having it this time, it seems. It won't do it. Wow, this one's been really resistant. Its luck is abnormally high. This is abnormal luck. In fact, this is almost broken luck. This is abnormal luck. Right, you're not getting away.
Run no more.
Wow, that one's still alive. See if Richards can do it.
Clouds fall, Sakura bloom. Fallen warriors gather in the evening gloom, and I present to you your doom. Sakura's morning moon!
Dodge that.
An adequate performance.
That'll do. Multiple level ups. Cost us craft points, but it was worth it. Yeah, the problem is I'm not finding anything to unseal this. I might have to go back to the Hermit's Garden. See if she's got any clues for me, because nothing's working. However, first I'm gonna get some free craft points back. That's annoying. Let's take no chances here. And by that, what I mean is get our points up and then run. And we are at the point now where the returns are diminishing as well for the Shining Palms. But that's not a bad thing, it's giving us an idea what the level cap roughly should be around here. Where we should approximately be. That'll do, thank you. Fantastic, thank you very much.
All right, what's next?
Right, that's the middle point, so we'll go this way. So this is where the sign was. But I didn't say anything I could do with it. Get some free craft points. And then we'll leave. Yeah, so I can't get through there. So I've obviously got to break that seal, but I'm not seeing anything that I can do to break the seal. Because there's nothing on the signs. I've tried fighting those big statues, that's not made a difference. It's kind of like I'm essentially stuck. Which is annoying.
Take that!
Shouldn't have been necessary, this.
Take that!
Indeed, it wasn't.
My. That was easy.
So I wasn't intending to do a grind ending tonight, people, but it seems that I'm at the point where the game's not really giving me much direction. Yes, so we arrived in a recreation of Urbe Scenic Route, and that's all it's saying. And the problem is, all the routes seem to lead back on themselves. Because you see how you got the squares in the back corner? If I try and interact with them, all it says is there's nothing on them. See, nothing is written on the Carnelia Monument. I mean, I can't see it, but does getting rid of these enemies somehow fix it, I wonder? Again, I can't see it, but I might as well try something. Hit blindness, which is annoying, but I'm not planning on using anything that's physical, so it should be okay. Nice, one's dead. That's great news. One succumbed. As did another. Don't matter which one I use, he's not going to get an attack in time. Whatever that does, the status effect didn't work. Oh, so close to death. So close now. No damage.
An adequate performance.
So yeah, so I wasn't planning on doing this for tonight's stream ending. But it appears that the game is making me proceed this way. So out of curiosity, now that I've taken out that statue, does it change the writing here? No, it does not. So it's not like you even have to take out those monuments and they drop anything. You just essentially kill them. And the game goes, congrats. Anyway.
performance.
Fitting there was Colonel Richard who took down his own doppelganger. It was fitting there was the Colonel himself. The face of the monument is glowing, and words are visible on its surface. The Lord of Phantasma does decree. Here lies the monochrome schoolhouse. Place your hand on this monument. The white wings among your number.
Yeah, so friends left us a message, huh? And I'm sure the white wings here mentioned must be referring to.
I can only assume it must be reference to my descendant.
Yeah, you here.
There's no need to be alarmed. This is only a shadow of myself that I created to talk to you here. Technically, I'm still in the garden. But now that I finally have some strength back, I've gained a few new tricks like this one up my sleeve, so to speak.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Anyway, am I right in guessing we need to use this monument to proceed?
You are indeed. It appears to be a kind of gate connecting this area or another realm created by the Lord of Phantasma. However, in order to activate it, you will need to have a certain member of your team with you. No doubt they work in a similar way to the doors scattered throughout Phantasma.
Yeah, makes sense. So in this case, you're gonna need to bring Princess Claudia, right?
I'd say so, yes. The other monuments in this area likely also serve as gates to other areas, requiring different team members. But as it stands, none of the other members are active. I presume you need to travel through this gate and finish the area beyond it first.
Got it. We'll work our way through.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Should you require my aid, I'll be in the garden.
Yeah, okay. Time to head back to the garden then, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta explain what's going on to the princess.
Right, while we have to do that, I don't need to do it right away because that now means I can do a hybrid next time we play Trials. Basically, there are quite a few of the doors that I've not gone through. So to give you an example, if I click, it wasn't here. Yeah, memo, that's it. So it has all the doors. And essentially each one has its own. And what we can do is we can actually morph between them. So we go here, for example. We've already got that one because that's Tita's. But then we've got Bring the Dancer with Silver Locks. That's got to be Scheherazade. Darling of Pure White's Radiance and Proof of her scholarship. That tells me it's a student. That's got to be Claudia. And then the girl who shines like the sun and the boy who cherishes that light by her side. That's Joshua and Estelle. So essentially, I've got loads of these doors I've not yet opened. So on the next stream, that's what we're going to do, because it seems by doing so, we will be able to unlock new rewards and then be able to use the characters down in this plane to activate certain poles. So with that in mind, that's where I'm going to wrap up for tonight. I'm going to be back on Tuesday evening at 8 PM GMT. Next week's all changed because I'm going to be away near the weekend on business. So unfortunately, my regular schedule is messed up. On Tuesday evening, I'll be back in the world of survival horror, playing on more of Resident Evil Requiem. So you'll be able to catch that 8 PM GMT. Also, next Saturday evening, once again, you can go over to twitch.tv/ChrisJT1985, where he'll be picking up part 3 of the DLC for Spider-Man on the PS5. The thing called Silver Lining, I think it's going to be called, and that looks like it's going to be an epic end to that game, so do go check that out. And of course, you can always go check out youtube.com/@Queen3210. We've already mentioned the Persona 3 Reload episode Aegis playthrough is going on there. You can also watch the playthrough of Dispatch, a really interesting superhero game. If you haven't checked that out, do so. It's something that's completely different to what you'd expect. Really cool game. And we've also got the recently completed Final Fantasy X-2 100% over there on youtube.com/@Queen3210. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And I've got a whole new hatred for spiders after this stream.